Hello coding aliens, welcome to my YouTube channel Code with Akib. How are you doing guys? In this video, we are going to build a payment integration gateway. So in this video, we are going to use Razorpay as our payment So we will accept a payment using the Razorpay, and how we are going to implement this. In this video, we are going to cover this. So watch this video till the end to get all the functionality once. So here you can see I have two products that is listed here, and this payment integration is very important for you guys to learn, because if you are going to make any e-commerce application, you need to integrate the payment. I'm using the test key and the test payment here, but you just need to simply change the test key to a live key directly to make a live payment here. But at this learning process, we are going to implement the test key. So here you can see we have a price already set up here, and I'm using just two products, and one is iPhone 12 and the Mac. And now when I click on this buy now button, you will be see there will be a payment gateway, and now you can see here we have a Razorpay. You can see this is a test mode here, that's why you are going to see here. And now you can see here you will have to first verify your payment method, whether you have already added your mobile number and the email. You will need to simply check out or simply proceed with this, and if you have already built it, uh, added it here. Okay, so now you can see here we have a lot of payment methods here. So these are the payment options: debit card, the credit card, the UPI, QR code, net banking, wallet, and pay later. So here I am just using the test debit card payment method. So you can simply use the test debit card payment method also, or you can simply try this UPI or the QR code. So when you click on this QR code, it will generate a QR code. You just need to scan it with your mobile phone using that, and now you can see here that payment is done. I have used my mobile phone for simply scanning this QR code, and the payment is successful. So this way, this is very easy, very simple process for doing a payment with the Razorpay here. I'm going to simply show you one more time with the cards here. I will use a debit card here for that purpose. So here I have already added a card pinning with this. This is a test card. I will add any random CVV here. And now when I click on this pay now, you will see here we will have a very secure landing page here for the payment here. Now when I click on this success, you will see there will be a payment key generated. This is the payment transaction key that is generated here, and now the payment is successful. That thing. So this is how you can simply use the Razorpay for your payment integration. Now the time comes, see how you can get this Razorpay. So you just need to create an account on the Razorpay, and in the side of the test mode you just simply need to switch with the live mode, and just need to update this PID there, and all the process will work like the same. Now when you get this, you just need to create your API key, the test key here. So that's the test key that we are going to use here in our code. We have a webhook also, so you can add your webhook from here simply. So here you just need to provide your webhook URL, secret key, the alert. So I'm not going to cover this webhook in this particular video. I'm just going to use this API key for doing the payment here. So you just need to get these things here, and now when you go back to your home page here, you will see there will be all the dashboards of how the payment, that like here you can see my payments and these things here. So you will get a very rich insights of all your transaction that is authorized here. So here we will have a bunch of options for generating the payment links on different pages there. So we have a route and all these options here. So now let's go and build this. First of all, you just need the few things to build this payment integration. You just need have a node already installed on local machine, because we are going to use the npx React application to build this. That would be a very basic application. That's it in this. So let's go open the Visual Studio Code and let's build this thing. So if you guys see here, This is my Visual Studio Code, and I have already added our two products here. This is the product one, and this is our product second here, right? Now I'm going to simply add a functionality of a display Razorpay, and here we will simply provide the price of this. Now let's get started and build this Razorpay function. First of all, we will load our script, so that's why that will be go is synchronous with our application. So here is my display Razorpay function here, and here first of all I will load our script when we click on this display Razorpay button. So for in the script we are going to try a URL here. So first of all, const and s. Okay, so this would be async await. Just simply provide a very nice asynchronous loading of these things. It just simply specify that this thing will loaded once this script is loaded, then perform the next function. So basically I will just simply create a load a script function and will define a function of load a script here also. So here we will simply define this function. So basically the load script will simply get a link of the URL of the Razorpay key. You will get this URL from their dashboard also. CPS, this is check out, this is the web URL here. So razorpay.com/p1, and here you just need to put the checkout.js. So this is the script that simply if you go and simply search this script, when you search it you will get a minified version of minified version of JS file here. If this will get a script here, that would be a very minified version of JavaScript file. So this is this script we are going to load here. So this is basically this is the script here, right? Okay, let's go back to our VS Code here, and now this script we just want to load. For that we are using async on await here. Okay, so if we have any result for the response, if we don't get any result for the response, means that our Razorpay failed to load. So this is just for covering the edge case scenario here. So we just simply alert the user like you are offline failed to load, or offline failed to load, failed load Razorpay, right? So this is the thing that when we didn't get any response from there, so this is for edge case of. Now we just need to bring out from also. It will just simply return nothing from there, right? Okay, now our thing is here. We will use a promise here to resolve the script that we got here in the function of this load script. So basically this load script which accepts this URL. So this URL source here, so that's the URL of this. And now here we just provide the source here. We just simply return a new promise, simply resolve it. So return, and here we simply return a new promise, have a promise. So here you just cover async of it, and the promise here you just take on successful resolving this thing. We will simply create an element of a script using the JavaScript native sorry, create a const script, and here we will have a native, just use a document dot create element, and element could be a script type. So basically it just take a link of JavaScript here, and it just resolve that script using that using the checkout.js modified version. So here there is script would create that document dot in this create element, function, and here we just simply provide the type of this. Type would be script here, right? And the source should be the script dot source. Simply assign the source, script source, inside of this script source. Okay, when the script will be load, so when the script will load, so add on click functionality here. So when just function, so when the script will load, what we will do, we will simply resolve true. So basically it takes boolean value of true. If anyhow any if this script is not resolved, so it just simply return an error. Okay, so this is the promise of resolve here, right? Okay, now let's add here if there will be any error, like any issue with the loading here, so we just use this script dot on error function. So there will be any error, and another error function here, simply put the inside of this resolve false to simply return false value. And the very last, what we will do, we will simply append this script to our document. How we can do this? So I will use an document dot body and will simply append it. Append child, and here child would be, this is the thing. So this is the whole thing for the loading the script here. So our script is now ready. So basically if you see here, what we have, when I click on this, there is a script. The script is loaded here, and this things is coming after this script is loaded here. When I will be offline, there will be any error showing that this is you are offline here. So let me do it one time, show you exactly how this is working. I have disconnected here. When I click on this, you will see there is a no internet, or if there will be, there should be a pop-up with that. Should think like, so there is a no internet issue with that. Okay, and if it basically it does not load, right? It doesn't load right now, so that's why the error is not coming here. When it loads and simply does not respond back, then the alert will going to. So basically when I click on this, there will be a load on load function, return simply true value, and then we have this razor pay payment pop up here, right? So that's the thing that we did here in our code also. And now the next thing is basically just to listen to our payment. So how we can simply listen to our payment? It is very easy to listening to the payment. Basically we just need to provide the const to a handler function that is automatically provided with our razor pay, right? So here we will have a bunch of options. So first one is const. Let's options, what we are the options we have. So the first option that we just pass would be the test key. So we have a test key already here. So let's copy the test key. Let's, and here we have this test key. I will simply regenerate this video. Okay, so here you just need to provide the test key here. Then you will have to provide the currency. So the currency, so the currency would be, INR, or you can simply put a USD also. The currency is INR, and then you just put here the amount. So basically the amount it take in paisa, means a lower domination of rupees. So it takes amount in paisa. If you are using the USD, then it takes the amount in cents. So here you just need to multiply it by 100, convert it to rupees or dollar there. So here we simply multiply the amount by 100 to convert it to the rupees here, right? And then you just need to simply provide the name, or whether you would provide or not. It basically simply show when in the pop-up then will be here. You just need name. Here you can add any description for that, so you can add a description also. Should be description should be thanks for purchasing, or anything like that. So here you can simply add these are the functions, sorry, options that you would just pass it here. So here I'll just pass there, and then you just need to pass an image URL. So image URL basically will be the logo of your website. So you can simply pass the image URL also. here you need to put the image here, and here you just write the URL of the image of your image, right? So here you just need to provide my logo here. So one blog. So here you just need to provide any logo. It is optional. There is no need. You can provide or not. But it totally depends on. It is totally optional here, right? Okay. So this is the image here. So you just need to you can simply provide it in a function the option as option parameter there. And the last, the main thing that comes here, the handler function. So the handler function is very important here. So handler function and all the rest of these things that we are using here. So the handler function is very important here now. So how can use this? So here you just need to put the handler like this handler, and here it will be a function here, and it takes a response like this response as object. So it takes response as an object, and here it will simply alert you about your payment ID. If there be any response generated, then it just simply return the payment ID on successful payment. So here it just simply done the Razorpay payment ID, or what it returned. It also returned the order ID. So whatever the order ID you would provide, it simply return a new generated order ID along with signature. If you doing a payment with verified signature, then it simply return the signature also for verification of the payment, right? So you can simply get or generate these things also there. Okay, so if you get this response, like here we just add here, if you get this response from the Razorpay, like the when you get this payment ID directly from the Razorpay, right? So here you can simply put the response like this. So response dot Razorpay. If we have this Razorpay payment ID, right, then what I will do, I will simply, you just need to simply dispatch or simply call any backend function, or simply put a axios.post request to submit the details directly to your database also. So here you can simply add this functionality also. So I'm not going to use any database feature right now, but you can add these functions here in the handler function, right? So I'm just going to basically remove it as of point of instance, because we don't have any backend integration right now here. And last, if we get this alert, then you can simply send that payment is successful also. Here you just payment is successful. So this handler function will only give you response if there will be a payment, successful payment. Otherwise you will get any error with that, and here you will simply need to check it in the dashboard if there will be any payment that just caught up in the meantime, or simply declined payment there from the dashboard. Okay, so this is the payment handler function there. Or you can simply add a pre-fill function also, like if you are using a frequent, if you are doing a frequent payments there, so you can simply add a you can simply add here simply add here pre-fill. So pre-fill function simply what it does, simply it just simply specify the name right there. Okay, you can simply add a pre-fill also like this pre-fill. So here you can simply add a pre-fill like of name. Name should come like this. Name, you can add a name. So this is the pre-fill here. So basically when you do a transaction other time, it just simply get should name, and here you will simply get the name there directly on the pop-up screen there. Okay, now the last thing comes here. You just simply use a window.razorpay. So window.razorpay simply open a pop-up. You see there is a pop-up there. When I click on this buy now button, so this payment pop-up is coming this window. Okay, so I just simply here, so const payment object, so payment object, and here let's create a window dot razorpay, and here we just simply provide this all options. So this is how these things comes here, and the last is just simply use a open function to simply open a pop-up there. So payment object dot open, this is the function for opening the pop-up here, and that's it. That's only, I think, how much lines of code here comes from line number 15 to line number 59, like 60. Basically this is only less than 50 lines of code, and your this application is simply the payment integration is done. So and now let's test this payment integration whether it's working or not. So I have not saved this. Let's save this. Okay, let's go back to our application. Now refresh the page. I have refreshed the page here, and just pay attention on the Razorpay dashboard also. So in your transaction section, you will get to know whether the transaction is successful or not. So here I have done the 3 transactions like there. So you can see here that already the date and thing and there. So now let's test this. So let's purchase a Mac here, and I click on this. Now you can see here we have this payment option here. So when you pass the logo of your website or anything, the image there, so this should come here. Now you can see here we have the payment options, preferred payment option, the bank, this bank, the HDFC bank. So all these payment options we have, and then we have a credit card here. So here you can simply add any card number. So any card number should be like automatic credit card is disabled. So basically these are the test mode here. Because I don't remember just like a test key or the test card number. So okay, now I'm using the same card that I have already added it here. You can simply get the test card from the Razorpay dashboard also there. So here I'm just add a CVV of there, random CVV, and now when I click on this, now you can see there is the page here. Now let's, so yeah, this is the payment ID that is generated here, and you can see the payment is successful. Now let's test it in our the Razorpay dashboard. Let's refresh this page. We'll get this. I've just refreshed the page. I should come on the dash. Our payment is done from there, and now it's time to simply check. You can see here this is the payment ID, and this is the amount, the email, the contact number, when it is created, and the status of it. So this is just like a simple 50, less than 50 lines of code, 45 lines of code, and your application for integration with a new with a test key is done here. So this is how you can simply build payment integration in your e-commerce website, and you just simply need to uh, update the test key with the live key, and this whole thing totally work same for the test key and the live. There will be a no any nothing changes between the test key and the live key. You just need to simply update that. Hope you would like this video, and you just simply learn these concepts very well. If you have doubts regarding this tutorial, you can simply check out, or simply you can drop your link and drop your comments in the comment box, or you can simply send your queries on my Instagram. You will get. And if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe this channel, because we are going to add a lot of videos relating to Modern Stack in coming days. I don't want you guys to miss all that videos, so make sure to subscribe this channel. Until then, let's meet in awesome video. Have a nice day.